Awesome. Thank you, family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, the universe, for what else? Joining me at Maria Loves to Talk. How you guys and girls doing? You doing okay? Did you work today? So today I have two stories. So I'm going to try to do them 2 and 2. Instead of trying to do 3 videos in one, I'm going to do 2 and 2. Okay. So in this video, this will take us to Houston, Texas. That's right, you guys. This story is coming from K3lled News. The title reads, "Man says Houston park ranger made him strip." No, not chicken strips, you guys. Demanded S, and then there's a vowel that ends with X. 3 letters. And money. Okay. He wanted money at Cullen Park. You guys, as I stated, we're living in the last days, and you've got the crazies. Some of them look crazy, but there's a lot of them out there who do not look crazy. So let's see what this is talking about here. A second man, okay, so it was one. So now we got 2 men. A second man has come forward with shocking allegations against a Houston urban park ranger. I don't even know what that is. I thought rangers was like at Yosemite Park, like at the national parks and glacier parks and stuff. The man says 33-year-old Joey Lamar Ellis, and he got some dreadlocks, demanded he either give him or cash to avoid being arrested at Cullen Park.
Only on 13, a Houston park ranger arrested accused of targeting gay men. Joey Ellis is charged with official oppression, but what one victim says he made him do at Cullen Park is much more elaborate than that. ABC 13's Jessica Willey spoke to that man tonight and is live with the story. Jess?
Yeah, Erica, the Houston Parks and Rec Department confirms that they were notified today about Joey Ellis's arrest this morning. According to HPD, when he was arrested, he had a gun, was wearing a park ranger uniform, and was in a city truck. This was a frightening situation for the victim. Tonight, Ellis is still in jail.
I felt so sick to my stomach.
Exhausted and traumatized from the ordeal early this morning, Joshua Beatty is speaking out.
It's not right what he did.
He says last night he was sleeping in his car at Cullen Park on the west side when a man wearing park ranger attire knocked on his window and threatened him.
He said that he was going to have my car towed away. I was going to be arrested, sent downtown, see a judge the next morning.
Joshua says the man had a gun in his pocket and in the parking lot started to make demands. First, video recordings of Beatty admitting to things he hadn't done. Then he told him to take off his clothes.
He was having me turn around, show him every part of my body, which obviously super violating.
He took his ID, he says, demanded cash and help with luring gay men to the park through a dating app. Joshua gave him all the money he had, $120, and went along with it.
I was fearful for my life, so I was just doing everything he said.
Until he was able to get away and call 911. According to court records, Joey Lamar Ellis, 33 years old, was arrested around 4 this morning and charged with official oppression. City records show he's an urban park ranger employed since 2019. The Houston Parks and Rec Department declined to comment. Joshua says it was all a nightmare during an already tough time in his life, and he fears there could be more victims.
He knew what he was doing, though. He's probably done it before. He didn't look nervous doing it.
And the question is whether there are more victims tonight. Ellis is scheduled to face a judge during his first court appearance, I should say, within the next hour. We are live tonight at the Harris County.
Claims against a Houston urban park ranger.
That's right. The man says 33-year-old Joey Lamar Ellis demanded he either give him sex or cash to avoid being arrested. Devin Clark joining us now from Cullen Park, where the man says all of this happened to him twice.
The man you're about to hear from says this used to be a place where he could come, run, work out, clear his mind. But now he says it triggers memories of a series of traumatic events that he still finds hard to believe.
This is like traumatizing. Like, my life will never be the same, ever.
This man who asked not to be identified is the second alleged victim of Houston Urban Park Ranger Joey Lamar Ellis to come forward. His story begins early April in Cullen Park after the man says he was getting ready to leave after a workout when Ellis did the unthinkable.
He ended up stopping me. I was at my car and he was like, "You trespassing, your car going to be towed. You're not supposed to be out here."
The man says Ellis made him pull his pants down, demanded his license, and threatened to take him to jail unless he did one of two things.
He told me, "You can suck this, you know what, or you could pay me."
The man says he reluctantly paid Ellis some $260.
He had like a holster, like a gun holster.
Out of fear, the man says he did not report the first incident. When he returned to the park a few weeks later, he says he ran into Ellis again.
He was like, "You already know the routine. I told you not to be out here. One or two things, you know, basically what he told me the first time."
But this time, the man says he was able to get away, but Ellis didn't back down.
So I jumped the curb and I drove off. As I attempted to drive off, he was following my car, like on the highway, like speeding. Then he tried to sideswipe me and everything to get me to pull over.
He tells us he eventually lost Ellis. Now, he says he found the strength to file a report with HPD after hearing another man came forward with a similar story earlier this month, leading Ellis to be charged in that case with felony official oppression.
I just left it alone, but then somebody else spoke up, so I just hope that others will speak up.
Houston police are hoping for the same, asking for any other potential victims to come forward. At last check, Ellis was in the Harris County Jail and is scheduled to be in court tomorrow. We reached out to his employer, but so far have not heard back. Reporting from Cullen Park, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.
Now, this is a crazy story. At first, if I didn't believe it, it almost sounded like a joke, but that's the problem. We do not take men being violated as serious as when women, we think that, maybe they were, I don't know, maybe in some type of grinder, or grinder. So he's using his job as a park ranger to hit on steal men money. I don't know, these men, they don't look gay or queer or LGBTQ, but you don't have to be. And this guy who's doing it, Ellis, he doesn't look it either. I'm not saying that everybody that's LGBTQ or whatever is going to be looking or acting like Billy Porter, or I can't think of that other guy, the guys from the queer guy, the ones that be doing the decorations and stuff. But I'm curious, how long has this guy been a park ranger? Why has he just started like a month ago? Has he been doing this for a long time? What made him pick out those particular guys? Because I know it's a lot of guys go to that park, and there's also been a lot of crime and stuff at one time used to go on at that park. It used to be, I don't know if it's regentrification or what, but it used to be, I remember one of my co-workers' uncle, somebody lived in that area. That used to be a predominantly black area, and there's a place where a lot of little gang guys hang out. So I'm surprised if he's doing this, somebody hasn't lit him up yet. That's right, I went there. They haven't lit him up and put out the smoke, put out the fire. So hopefully he gets what he deserves. He's going to be registered as a sex offender. Could he be doing this to get the money from well, no, it can't be the money, because he would have just said, "Hey, give me your money." He's asking them to perform acts on him, basically. So you guys, the park is not safe. It's not the people coming, it's the people who work there. So be careful if you're out at the park. Woman accused of deleting man for $60. Okay, and then she goes and buy $60 to buy a chicken wing combo. This, I don't know what to call it. I've got some names coming to mind, but I'll keep that thought to myself. So this happened May the 8th. Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know why I said Boston. This is in Memphis. Boy, and I've heard a lot of, yeah, I know Memphis is, Memphis, Nashville, all that. That's supposed to be good music areas. But lately, it's been a lot of criminal activity and crime coming from there. So here, a woman is facing charges after a man was found shot to death earlier this week in Memphis, Tennessee. I remember a few years ago, it's been about 10 years going, give or take, a customer was telling me that's why she had moved from uh, Memphis. I don't know if it was Memphis or was it Nashville, but she said they were sitting in their house in the middle of the day watching TV, and she was cooking. Some dudes just barged in the home and robbed them. So she moved. Moved, came to Dallas, and she was saying how bad it was. So if it was bad 10, 15 years ago, we know it's a hot mess now. Okay, so the Memphis Police Department is saying that on Monday, officers were called about a man down. When officers arrived at the scene, they found the victim who had a gunshot wound and was unresponsive. He was later pronounced dead at the scene.
I already told this. Because I don't want nobody to go through this, losing nobody or somebody taking a life. I never did that. I never had that.
A Memphis woman turned on her television to see her daughter was wanted in connection with a murder. So what does that mother do? She took her daughter to the police station to turn her in. And tonight, 26-year-old Kenyetta Hayes is facing first-degree murder.
Memphis police say that she shot and killed a man over $60. Fox 13's Daniel Wilkerson spoke with Hayes' mother today. Daniel joins us live tonight. Daniel, after the mom brought her daughter, the daughter confessed?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. Police is saying yes, she confessed. And as you said, Daryl and Darcy, police are saying she did this over $60.
Police say this video shows 26-year-old Kenyetta Hayes just moments after she promised a sexual act to a man for $60, but then robbed and killed him. But her mother, Shantae Jones, feels otherwise.
I don't think she did this.
No, I don't.
Why is that?
Because the guy that she was with, I believe she was scared of him.
Jones asked Fox 13 to blur her face out of fear she may be targeted. Investigators say Hayes met the man at this Marathon gas station in the 3000 block of Lamar. Hayes told police the man asked her for oral sex in exchange for money. An arrest warrant says Hayes never planned on having any type of sex with the man, but told police she was going to rob the man. Police say after leaving the gas station, Hayes and the man went here to Cherokee Park where he thought she would perform the act. That's where investigators say Hayes shot the man, took $60, and ran off. Video captured her leaving. Jones says she saw the video on the news, called MPD homicide, telling officers she was on the way to them with her daughter.
Because I don't condone violence. I don't. If you do something, you pay for it.
Once at MPD, officers say Hayes told them she committed the crime because she was, quote, thirsty for money. When asked what she did with the $60, Hayes told officers she bought her and her boyfriend 2 combo meals and she had $13 left. Though Jones doesn't believe her daughter pulled the trigger, she says still there is a lesson here for young people.
You need to think about your actions. You need to think about what you're doing before you do something. They need to be a leader, not a follower.
And watch who they hang around
And watch who they hang around with. Yes, sir.
Yeah, back out here live. That's good advice coming from that mother tonight. The mother tells me no matter how it went down, who did what, she says she doesn't want people to lose sight of the fact that a life was lost here. She has a message for the victim's family. I'm working on that part of the story for Fox 13 News at 10.
So is it safe to assume her boyfriend put her up to that? You rob a man of $60, so they're not saying how did they meet up? Did they meet up on a dating app? You dudes that's out there looking for a quickie or whatever, so half of them are married dudes or dudes who have wives and girlfriends at home with babies. You need to stay out the streets out here trying to get you some meow. That's right. $60 and $47, so 20 a piece. I don't know where they got their chicken wing, because I mean that's high, but I know food is sky high right now, so they spend like $22 a piece on a chicken wing. So your man was too cheap. He put you out there on the street to be out there tricking, robbing, heisting dudes, and then y'all go buy y'all a little fast food dinner pack. Your man can't buy you a chicken dinner, really? You can go right there to Kroger's and get a pack of chicken wings, chicken drumsticks for $5. You can go to this is another store I saw had them for $4.33, but I know Kroger's be having the packs for like $5. I want to take a couple minutes to fry some chicken and get you a bag of fries for like $3. Some Mrs. Schuler's rolls. I mean, really? And this is not a bad looking young lady, 26. You just threw your whole life away, heifer. That's right, I say heifer. Boonquisha. I don't like to call these little women Boonquisha, but I agree with some of these other YouTubers. This is nothing but a Boonquisha hyena. You didn't have to shoot the man. Just say, hey, can you give me $60? Can you give me $47? What happened to? I thought that was putting stuff in these dudes' drinks or something. So that now they upgraded to pulling guns out on these guys. So, homie, you're gonna get life, most likely 40-some years in prison. She doing this for boyfriend. Boyfriend is gonna be on to the next woman, because he's not. His name is nowhere involved in doing this. Everything is on this dumb Boonquisha. You guys, y'all gotta be careful being on that internet. And yes, I am one of these women, because I'm nosy, who believe in I'm gonna check your phone. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna check them computers. I'm gonna get up there in the car, in the truck, and I'm gonna look through it. I'm gonna go through. I'm at the office, at the job. I'm going through the office, through the cabinets, just to see, through the desk, just to look and see. This whole thing could have been avoided. You shouldn't have been out there looking to get jiggy with somebody. She should have went out and got her a job. If you like chicken like that, get your job at Popeyes or at Buffalo Wings or Wingstop or Papa John's, whatever you like. Get your job there. If you like shopping at Burlington's, Ross, Target, get your job there. That way you can get your discounts. But robbing people, pulling guns on people? You guys, I want to thank you for watching me and What Else Maria Loves to Talk. Leave me those comments. Stay healthy, happy, and blessed. Thank you.